Hello, today I'm going to talk about the future of schooling. I believe that in the future, school should never be a place that teachers stand in the front of the class, talk a lot, and the student just take note and listen to what the teacher is speaking. And I feel that in the future, school will be a place to help students to adapt to the changing environment. Here I want to talk about adaptation. Recently in grade 8, we learned about adaptation. Adaptation means all living organisms able to change their bodies on purpose to adapt to a changing environment. And here, adaptation, I feel it can also be applied in human. We, human beings, should also adapt to the rapid changing society. And in order to better adapt to the rapid changing society, we need to be a lifelong learner. I found that what I've learned 20 years ago can now never be used in my job, but the skill that I learned how to learn is utmost important. As human beings, we need to learn the new skill, the new knowledge in order to adapt to the changing environment. For example, 20 years ago, I cannot imagine that people can use the laptop to learn. And now the teachers should also be equipped with the ability to use technology in their teaching. So we need to be a lifelong learner. Students should also be a lifelong learner because there will be a lot of change in their generation. And school should be a place to teach students how to learn. I feel that in the future, school should also be a place to teach them the ATL skill. ATL skill is the 5 skill that IB would emphasize. And I find that the most important skill would be the research skill. Nowadays, we can almost get all the knowledge in the internet. For example, we have the Khan Academy. You can learn a lot, learn the science, the math in Khan Academy. We can also use the Gizmo to do some online simulation experiment. We also have BrainPop to let us learn a lot of science knowledge, a lot of INS knowledge. So almost every knowledge can be accessed in the internet. So why students should also go to school to study? I feel that because in the school, children can interact with each other, they can learn their ATL skill. And for another ATL skill means communication skills. So children come to school together to finish the task together with their peers, and they communicate with each other. That is quite important. Also, we have self-management skill. The student will come to school, and for example, in the advisory, student can learn how they can organize their time, how to organize their table, organize a lot of things. And this they can only get when they come to school. They have the class with the teacher, they communicate with their classmate. And here's another skill I want to emphasize for future schooling. It is thinking skill. A school should be a place that teach students how they can think. For example, their critical thinking skill. Whether this source is credited, you would know like why this person write this article. Can we believe in this? So in DP, we have a subject called TOK, Theories of Knowledge. It is a really good subject that we teach the student to reflect on what they have learned, to question, to be critical. Also, we have social skill. Social skill means we listen to others, we demonstrate leadership skill, we cooperate with each other. And I find that this skill is what we need to learn in the future. We need to emphasize this skill. So I feel that in the future, if the student can know this skill, they learn this skill, it will be better for them to adapt to the new environment. And school should always be a place to help them to adapt to the new environment.